G'day guys and welcome to Raging Rhino. It's time for episode 12 of season 3 of The Bad Batch. Now, again, I just want to throw a reminder out there that this is the final season of The Bad Batch. And we've got, including this episode, 4 episodes left. So what do we think? Where are we in this story right now? Omega's been captured and you would think being taken to Tantus. They've got no way of tracking her or anything in regards to, and they've got no leads in regards to finding where Tantus is. I feel like the next 2 episodes is basically just going to be setting up Hunter and Wrecker and Crosshair finding where Tantus is, and thereby default finding where Omega is. But then also too, I just feel like these next 2, possibly even 3 episodes, they're just going to tease the whole Project Necromancer thing. I actually think that by the end of this season, we may not even get the answers to all the mystery boxes they've created through this series. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. We've got 4 episodes left, but I don't know. It's basically now just coming down to Hunter, Wrecker, and Crosshair finding Omega, right? I'm also intrigued to see how they use Omega and whether or not she is Force sensitive or what they're doing basically with the M-count blood and all of that jargon. And interested to see, obviously, how that connects to the sequels with all the cloning that they're doing. But again, I don't know whether or not we're actually going to get all the answers. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Let's get into episode 12, season 3 of The Bad Batch. If you're new here, you get to see my reactions as I go through the episode. And then, of course, you get to hear my review and my thoughts of the episode at the very end. Let's get into this. Juggernaut. Oh, and also, I guess, do we find out who this person is by the end of the season? The clone assassin, that is. Oh, where's he taking her? Man, that could also be another twist in the entire tale, is that the clone assassin could be a nobody as well. It could just be there to tease everybody. A bit like that Sith assassin or whatever from the Ahsoka series, Merrick or whatever his name was, that just, you know, puff of smoke, just gone. It could just be one of those types of twists where everybody's been speculating, oh, could it be Tech? Could it be this? Who could it be? Blah, blah, blah. Could it be Cody? Anyway.
I'm glad you're safe. Am I?
Emery's still feeling it from the last episode with the other kids.
That's not exactly true.
Oh, holy shit. Has he been holding back?
Tantus is this whole time?
I didn't say I know.
Do not shoot.
I second that.
Oh, Fee. Just
I
pops out of
found
nowhere.
Fee during my scout.
Repulsor lifts would have looked better. Oh, Crosshairs still got a little bit. He's still got it.
CT9904.
Perfectly becomes a ram. It was a quick in and out, get them free. Now get the information they need.
Her blood sample yielded a favorable M-count replication.
As expected.
What does it mean?
I'll show you.
We're going to find out anything in this episode?
Who are they?
They are the rest of the puzzle. And this is your new home.
Okay, so
5 minutes later.
So all we really get is a little bit of Omega at the beginning. She starts getting tested. Crosshair tells them about Admiral Rampart, and they track him down. Fee helps them out, and they infiltrate the base. They get Rampart out and off the planet, and he's got the information of where Tantus actually is, or at least has a way to get the information. And then at the very end of the episode, we see Omega have a really positive test with the metachlorians in her blood and all of that sort of thing. And Hemlock puts her in the vault and says to her that this is your new home as she's walking in there, or like after she's sort of walked in the room and seen all the other kids that are in there. All the other ones that are in there, though, are the Force-sensitive ones. She's apparently not, based on Ventress's quote-unquote training. I have a feeling that they're going to make her Force-sensitive, and these kids are going to teach her how to use or unleash her Force. Sounds so ridiculous. Now, this was obviously a lot more of the Bad Batch crew. These guys, like, really heavy on these three, trying to get the information to where Tantus is. I feel like the next episode, that might swap around a little bit, and we might get a bit more of Omega with the other kids and coming up with a plan of escape and everything like that. I don't know. We might even get a bit of a time jump, because now they've got what they need with Rampart, that they can, you know, well, he's got the information, or he's got a way to get the information. We don't necessarily have to see in depth how he gets that information, I suppose, because he knows how to get it. So, yeah, I feel like the next episode is going to be really Omega heavy and, you know, Force-sensitive kids and her doing stuff. And then we'll go into the final 2 episodes. Now, I want to also point out that there's a lot of the Mandalorian creation or storytelling in this. I do feel like in the last, like, the final mission to get Omega out, they're going to find Fennec Shan. They're going to find and use Fennec to find Ventress. And they might even get Fee involved. And I don't know if there's really been anyone else that they could get involved. And we might even see Cad Bane again. But anyway, I do feel like there's going to be this culmination of, like, characters to basically break Omega out of Tantus. And again, I see that same thing with the Mandalorian type storytelling, where, you know, they get their individual episodes with their cameos and all come together at the end to take on the big bad, or the major mission, I guess, in this case. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the episode. There wasn't really too much to it. We, as the audience, didn't learn anything new, because we still don't know where Tantus is, but we jump around as the audience from Tantus to the Bad Batch guys and all of that sort of thing. So we don't need to know, but the characters need to know. And at this point in time, they still really don't know. They've got Rampart, so they're going to get the information anyway. But realistically, at the end of the day, not a lot really happened. They got the information. Well, that's, I guess, something. But yeah, when it comes to Tantus and all of that, we didn't really learn anything. Anyway, that's it. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next week for the third last episode of the season, episode 13. We'll see you there. Later, guys.